It's August 21st, 2024, and this is another episode of X Talks. This is the daily show, Monday through Friday, where I cover trending topics on X that I find interesting or just unavoidable. They're so big, I got to talk about them, and today's discussion is going to be no different. So before we dive into it, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I always encourage you to engage in debate. I want to hear your thoughts on this topic. This one seems pretty polarizing, and I feel like I have some standing in the field to talk about in this one. So I'm excited to dive into it, so let's go. So what is the topic of the day going to be? It is flag football. That's right. The newest Olympic sport coming to Los Angeles in 2028 has sparked a lot of debate, a lot of discussion about who should play in them. Should it be professionals? Should it be the amateurs? Should they take a page out of the basketball where the NBA players play in it? Or should it go the route of baseball? Well, not 100% yet, but they're talking about not using the MLB players. Now, there has been some fuel added to the fire today, and that's why we're going to talk about it. So I have it pulled up right here. Trending on my sports tab on X, Doucette boasts over Mahomes in IQ. So we're going to click on that and take a look at the story here. So basically, this guy is the quarterback for Team USA flag football. This guy's won a ton. He's a legend in the sport of flag football. So here's one of the top tweets or X posts from the topic here. 5'8", 140-pound U.S. flag football quarterback Darrell Doucette thinks he's better than Patrick Mahomes. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game. So let's give this a listen, and we'll decide for ourselves.
At the end of the day,
I definitely have some hot ideas I want to run by you. I think that's going to be a little contrary to what popular belief is here. Let's listen in.
At the end of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game. I know he's right now the best in the league. I know he's more accurate. I know he has all these intangibles. But when it comes to flag football, I feel like I know more than him. At the end of the day.
All right. So that is straight out of the horse's mouth. That's QB Darrell Doucette, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, sir. No disrespect. You're an incredible athlete, and listen, I side with you. We'll dive into it here. But first, I want to kind of give a little bit of a backgrounder on my perspective of the topic. So I am a former professional football player. It was very, very low-level professional football, so I'm not saying I was some NFL great or anything like that. But I do know what it takes to play football at a high level. I did sacrifice a lot of time and effort to get to the point that I was at to play football. I played for a league called the AIF, American Indoor Football Association, and a defunct team called the Buffalo Lightning. And I am an undersized guy. So I think it's unfair to see these attacks on his stature because his performance has spoken for itself. The guy has won championships. He's the basically captain of Team USA. They've won the World Championships, I believe. So this guy is the cream of the crop when it comes to flag football. So I have a couple ideas on this. As far as he's saying football IQ, I think a lot of people are taking that as he's saying that he's better, in a one-to-one, apples-to-apples comparison of flag football to regular, American football, full pad, full equipment. I understand what he's saying. He may not have said it in the most eloquent way, but I totally get where he's coming from. The flag football that you see at the Pro Bowl is not what flag football actually is. Those guys are going half-ass. They're not giving it their all. They're trying to avoid injury. They're there for fun. Obviously they're competitors and they want to win and all that good stuff, but let's be real. They're not going full out like they would be if they were in an Olympic competition. Now, secondly, flag football isn't just football without pads on. It is a much, much different game, and I'm going to give you a personal experience that I witnessed. I'm 38 years old, so I'm no spring chicken. I have been around football my entire life. I played in high school. I played in college. I told you I played professionally. I never liked playing flag football because I believe flag football originated as a form of getting away. It was a way to get involved with the game without the physicality of it. Okay? Well, I think through the years it has evolved to something that's very different now. It almost resembles a game of rugby. It's like a rugby football hybrid almost when you watch these guys play. There's a ton of lateraling. Okay? They lateral the ball quite a bit. There's designed plays. It's very, very different than just straight up running routes, having a quarterback scramble, look for open receivers, and X's and O's. There's a lot of on the fly, almost poetry to the game. Very similar to I would say street basketball almost, something similar to that. Which leads me to a point about this whole discussion that they're talking about, because this discussion, it stems from the argument that I mentioned previously. It's, when the Olympics come in 2028, is it fair to these guys who've developed the game, who've built the game, to just have to get to have to step back to just roll out the red carpet for these NFL players to just walk in? I say no. I think there should be some kind of competition that they do have to prove, these NFL players, that they are elite flag football players. I sound like a crazy person. I understand for some of you that really have never played football or flag football and just kind of observe from the outside. They're different sports. I can't stress to you enough how different they are. Also, here's a point that I'd like to ask you. Think about this and comment if you have any. I know there's going to be pushback. How come in the Olympics we send our NBA players to play, and they obviously got all that they could handle, but made a run and we won gold, which is awesome. Go Team USA. We did it, baby. Why didn't we put that same effort, or why wasn't there that much outrage in the 3-on-3 tournament? Because it's basketball, isn't it? Well, it's because it's a different sport. And this is my comparison, my analogy with football to flag football. It's basketball to 3-on-3 basketball. It's different. Why didn't LeBron want to play in the 3-on-3 basketball tournament? I obviously know the answer to that. But how come we have a ton of NBA players, and we only had 11, 12 of them on Team USA? How come the 13th through the 17th best players in the NBA didn't compete in the 3-on-3 tournament? So my point is, at least give these guys a shot to qualify for the Olympics in 2028. Now, I got a crazy idea, and hear me out on this. Why don't we do it? Because let's be real. We're American. We love football. We invented the game. We've dominated the game. No one else really even cares about it, right? I mean, they care about watching it, but as far as playing it's concerned, let's be real. It's not that big of a global game. It draws crowds, for sure, when it goes, overseas. Like the Eagles-Packers playing in Brazil is going to be sold out. Does that mean that in Brazil there's a ton of football being played at an extremely high level? Of course not. It's the same thing like soccer coming over here. If Manchester United comes and plays at AT&T Stadium, it's going to sell out. Does that mean that we're a soccer-crazy country and we're obsessed with it? No, of course not. So I think we should really lean into the theatrics of this and make this a spectacle for the rest of the world. I think we should go like a Space Jam almost, like all in, winner take all, goes to the Olympics. You put together an NFL all-star team to play in this flag football game, and then you have the best Team USA flag football players that are currently on this roster play each other for the rights to go to the Olympics. Make it for charity. Make it a pay-per-view event. Really make it a spectacle. I think that would not only be really entertaining to watch, but the outcome of the game would leave no imagination. The better team wins and moves on to play in the Olympics. I honestly think you should give these guys a shot because, I told you I played football my whole life, but if you know anything about me, I am a triathlete as well. I've given my life to that sport, and it's amateur athletics, and that's exactly what flag football is. These guys aren't getting paid. This isn't their careers. So if you have someone that's given their blood, sweat, and tears to get to the highest level of what they're doing, I don't care what level it is. If you're a cornhole player, if you're in archery, if you're in equestrian, whatever it may be, if you're the best of the best at what you do, I think you should be given a shot to go to the Olympics. And I think it is unfair to just say, all right, Mahomes, you're the quarterback for the flag football team, go. Because there are different rules. It's a different game. It's a different flow. There's a lot of the ins and outs that these NFL players aren't aware of that I think these guys are obviously keen to. So that's my idea. That's my opinion. Let me know what whacking the mic here. Let me know what you think, because I think this is a very hot topic issue. There's a lot of opinion. I see public opinion primarily in like, this guy's an idiot and Mahomes obviously is better. Yeah, of course. If you put someone who's 5'8" or however tall he is, 140 pounds, you throw him in an NFL game, he's going to get creamed. But it's not the NFL. It's not contact football. It's flag football. So let's hear this guy out. Let's give him a shot. Let's do this winner-take-all NFL squad versus the amateur USA team, flag football team. Let's have them go together and let's go. So that's my X Talks for today. So thanks for following. As always, make sure, as always, hit that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments there. I'm really looking forward to hearing about this. And until tomorrow, my name's Goldie. I'm here in Dallas, Texas, and I'll see you tomorrow for another X Talks.